Hey everybody, Coach Alex here with Oak Strength. Today we are gonna crush some weights. We're gonna get a solid pump in. We've got deadlifts and we're gonna hit that upper body. All right, first I'm gonna walk you through a warm up. Let's get this party started. All right everybody, so for today's warm up, we're gonna go internal external rotation. So we're gonna pretend like we have a rod through that shoulder to the elbow to the floor. And I just want you to open up and close, open and close. Really warm up that rotator cuff, warm up those shoulders. That elbow is moving way out here. We're kind of defeating the purpose. I want you to bring that elbow in nice and tight. Let's go about 6 to 10 external and internal rotations with that shoulder, and then we're gonna switch sides. Once again, keeping that elbow in tight, thinking about having that metal or that steel rod from the shoulder to elbow to the floor, almost like that Tin Man. All right, we're gonna open up as far as we can, and then we're gonna come back down. When we open up, try not to flare those ribs. Those ribs should not open up. Keep those ribs down. Squeeze your glutes, embrace your core. Ideally, you would like to have that bicep come up to those ears. If you're having a hard time and you only end up here, that's okay. I just want you to try to reach as far as you can without, again, opening up those ribs. Keep it nice and tight. Let's go once again, about 6 to 10 raises. If you need to hang out in that top range for a little bit longer, feel free to do so. And we're gonna go ahead and switch sides. One side might feel a little bit tighter than the other, and that's okay. Remember, feet are always gonna be hip width apart. Maintain that athletic stance. I want full range of motion, bicep to that ear every time. All right, so we're gonna alternate left arm over the chest, transition. We're gonna go 5 times on each side, so for a total of 10 repetitions. We're just alternating, again, warming up here. Next, warm up. All I want you to do, kick that right foot forward. Left foot's gonna come back, that split stance, and I want you to shoot those hips back. Come to center once again, kick that left foot forward, slight bend in that right knee, shoot those hips back. Again, we're alternating here. Let's go 5 on the right, 5 on the left. Almost like that curtsy, hinging at those hips. All right, everybody, that is the warm up. So for today's workouts, we have a single leg deadlift, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We're gonna start on that right or the left side first. We'll have a bicep curl in between, and then you're gonna hit the opposite side of that deadlift, and then we have front raises. So for the weights today, for our resistance, dumbbells are obviously what we want to use, but if you don't have that, find some household items that are relatively heavy that you feel like you can lift for a bicep curl, and then for those front raises, okay? So I have dumbbells here, and I also have, you can get water jugs, bottled water, cans of food, literally anything in your home that you can find resistance for these movements. So I'm gonna walk you through these movements first, and then we're gonna get started. So we have a single leg deadlift. With that single leg deadlift, I want you to grab one item. We're gonna go, again, single arm. If I'm gonna kick that right foot back, I'm gonna have that weight in my right hand. Slight bend in both knees. Now, with my foot positioning, I want you to make sure if my left foot is forward, my mid foot is gonna come where my left heel is in place. I'm gonna step out, just like I'm standing in that athletic stance. My back heel is going to stay elevated. I'm gonna bend both knees. They're gonna stay nice and soft. I'm gonna hinge at those hips. My back heel stays up the whole time. Big squeeze at the top. Once again, it's all about shooting those hips back. I'm creating almost that 90-degree angle with my body. This is not a squat, so I don't want to see squat here. Once again, it's a hip hinge movement is what we're looking for. Keep that weight as close as possible to your body. Now, once again, you can use any household item, just stay safe with it. I even have a laptop case here. You can use literally anything in your home to get that resistance. Cans of food, it could be a flower vase. Once again, just staying safe, okay? So there's that single leg deadlift. Then we have bicep curls. For those bicep curls, we're gonna go alternating bicep curls for 45 seconds. So shoulders roll down and back. Palms are facing toward the ceiling. Keep those elbows in tight. Now, with this, I'm using these Clorox jugs. You ideally, it could be dumbbell, kettlebells, whatever you have lying around the house. I cannot emphasize that enough. We are just alternating. You're gonna keep those elbows in tight, feet hip width apart, squeezing those glutes. The best part about single movements like this is that you're able to utilize almost every muscle in your body. So in this position, I'm locking my glutes down, I'm bracing my core. Once again, I'm not gonna flare those ribs. I'm using my biceps to get the weight up. I'm not using the rest of my body, so I don't want you to throw yourself into that. It's just coming from those arms, okay? Again, using dumbbells is gonna be ideal. Then we're gonna go back to the deadlift on the opposite side. So if you had that right foot back for the first round, we're gonna go left foot back for the next round, okay? Then we have alternating front raises. Once again, dumbbells are ideal, or grab that household item. There's that front raise, okay? I want a neutral position, so palms are gonna be facing each other, or they're gonna face down, whichever one you prefer. Again, we're alternating here for 45 seconds, feet hip width apart, squeezing those glutes. We're now working our glutes, our core, and our anterior delts, okay? So that is the goal today. All right, everybody, so grab your weights, figure out exactly what it is that you're gonna use. Feel free to put me on pause, grab what you need. We're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, so we have 4 total rounds. We got a 10-second countdown here. We're gonna begin 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We're gonna go single leg deadlift. Once again, grabbing whichever weight you prefer. Kick that right foot back, slight bend in those knees, hinging at those hips. If my right foot is back, I'm holding that dumbbell or that weight in my right hand. Big squeeze at the top, shoot those hips back, shoulders are rolled down and back. With this, everybody, try not to roll those shoulders forward. Your back should be nice and flat. Keep that weight as close as possible to your body. The further the weight is away from your body, the more pressure you're gonna put on that lower back. Keep it nice and tight. Big squeeze at the top. Remember, we have a 15-second transition to that next movement. Keep your head in a neutral position. Your chin should not open up. Keep it nice and tucked. Eyes are forward. Big squeeze at the top. Shoot those hips back. We should feel a nice pull in that left hamstring. That hamstring is the posterior side of your leg. All right, quick recovery. We're going right into that bicep curl. Remember, ideally using weight, like a dumbbell or a kettlebell, or whatever you can for the added resistance. We're going bicep curl, feet hip width apart, squeezing those glutes. We are alternating each side, palms facing the ceiling. Keep those elbows nice and tight. Don't use your body to pull that weight up. If you find that you're using the rest of your body to curl that weight, but whatever weight you're using is too heavy. Slow down, control the movement. If the weight you're using is not heavy enough, try to make it heavy with a slow and controlled movement on the way down. That's what we call the eccentric phase of a movement. Slow and controlled. Try to get as few repetitions in 45 seconds as possible. All right, beautiful, quick recovery. We're going back to that deadlift. So I kicked my right foot back last time. I'm gonna go left foot back this time. Left foot is back, dumbbells in my left hand, shoulders rolled down and back, slight bend in those knees. Now I'm gonna shoot my hips back. I'm still having a nice slight bend in that right knee. Big squeeze at the top, don't forget about those glutes. Shoulders roll down and back, open up that chest. Big squeeze. Back heel, make sure it doesn't drop to the floor. Keep it elevated. Shoulders, here's a nice friendly reminder. Keep them pinched back, open up that chest. Big squeeze. You should feel a nice pull in the back of that right leg. Beautiful. All right, now we're gonna go to those front raises. With this, that proper setup, feet hip width apart, shoulders roll down and back. Keeping it nice and tight, squeeze those glutes, brace your core. We're alternating, palms are facing each other. Great work, everybody. Once again, using those household products. If I need to, use that suitcase, use that laptop holder, whatever it is you have at home. You can even go both hands in contact with whatever piece of equipment you have at home. Use a barbell, whatever you have. Keep those shoulders rolled down and back. Try not to roll them forward. Squeeze those glutes. 3 birds, 1 stone. Lock your glutes down, brace your core. Good. And recover. Round 1 complete, 3 more to go. All right, getting ready to go back to those single leg deadlifts. The right foot is gonna be kicked out. Remember, midfoot's in contact with where your heel would be. Shoot those hips back, shoulders roll down and back. Big squeeze at the top. Don't forget about those shoulders. Keep them rolled back. Open up your chest. I want you to think about being the biggest person in the room. Almost like Superman, shoulders rolled down and back. Puff out that chest. We're proud here. All right, and recover. We're going into those alternating bicep curls. Grabbing your weight. Feet hip width apart, squeeze those glutes, brace your core. Bicep curls. We are alternating here. The slower we move on the way down, the greater those micro tears are going to take place. We're going to get greater pump. And we're also going to build more of that bicep, and that's what we're looking for. Don't forget, glutes are still engaged, gripping the floor with those feet. Palms facing the ceiling, even on the way down. Great work, we're almost there. 3, 2, crank out 1 more, and recover. Awesome job. All right, back to that deadlift. We're going opposite side here. Feet hip width apart. Left heel is up. Slight bend in those knees. Shoot those hips back. Once again, it's a hip hinge, moving at the hip. It is not a squat. Make sure we're extending fully at the top. As we come down on that deadlift, I want you to come about mid-shin and right back up. You do not have to reach down to the floor. If you can come down further without losing that form, so you should not be able to roll forward, that is fine. But don't lose that tightness at the top. Keep your heel in contact with the floor. Once again, we are working the side with a foot that's completely in contact with the floor. So I'm working the opposite side of that dumbbell. And recover, we're going into those front raises. Here we go, bottom of the second round, feet hip width apart, squeeze those glutes, and we're alternating front raises. Great work. Best part about this, it's all at your own pace. We're here for time. Slow on the way down. Shoulders roll down and back. Try not to rotate those shoulder blades, those shoulders forward. All right, back to those deadlifts. Perfect. Shoulders roll down and back. Right heel is elevated. Shoot those hips back. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Don't forget. Big squeeze. Neutral position with that spine. Once again, we should not be looking up like this. Keep that chin down in line with the rest of your body. Very soft bend in those knees. Gripping the floor with your toes. And perfect. Going into those bicep curls. Whew. Focus on your breathing. Big deep breath through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. And 3, 2, 1. Begin. Shoulders roll down and back. Try to alternate here. Keep your elbows in tight with that waistline. Squeeze those glutes. Feet are always hip width apart. If you find that your feet are together, we're not in that athletic stance. Athletic stance is what we're always looking for. Here we go. About 10 seconds left. Keep it tight. And 3, 2, 1. Give me one more bicep curl. Good. Bring it down. Great job. We're going into those deadlifts again. Opposite side. Dumbbells in my left hand. I'm going to kick my left foot back. Back heel is elevated. Slight soft bend in that right knee. Let's go ahead and shoot those hips back. Remember, hips back toward the wall. It's a hip hinge. It's not a squat. Hips back. Dumbbell as close as possible to the body. Once again, we're going mid-shin. Beautiful work, everybody. Working those glutes, those hamstrings today. Keep it up. Great job. All right, going to those front raises. We are at the bottom of the third round here. We got one more to go. Stay with me. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Feet hip width apart. Squeeze those glutes. Don't use your body to get that weight up. It's all coming from those shoulders. Control the movement on the way down. Don't let them crash down, guys. You're right there. 45 seconds. You guys can do this. Want those bolder shoulders. Keep it up. Ten seconds. Quick recovery. Shake it out if you need to. Nice. All right, last round, everybody. Going back to those single leg deadlifts, starting on the right side. 3 seconds. We're going to get started. Let's go. Big squeeze, shoulders down and back. Shoot that butt way back, get a nice big stretch in that posterior chain. Focus on your breathing. Don't hold your breath here. And last one. Recover. Quick 15 seconds. Go into those bicep curls. Great work, everybody. It's our last round. Let's take it home. Feet hip width apart. Squeeze those glutes. Elbows in nice and tight. Palms face the ceiling. Let's rock and roll. There's a rhyme and reason for all of this. We use our entire body with just this simple movement. Guys, we're burning more calories, we're recruiting more muscle fibers, and that is the take home here. Instead of just working those biceps, we're working our glutes, we're working our core, and of course our entire upper body, especially that grip. Less than 15 seconds. 10. 2, 1, recover. All right, shake it out if you need to. We're going back to that deadlift. Last one of the day. All right, left foot is back, dumbbells in the left hand, shoulders down and back. Let's hit it. Make sure we have a full grip on whatever item it is that we're holding. Lock it out at the top. Come on, guys, you got this. We're more than halfway. Last one. And recover. All right, last movement. We've got those front raises. Shake it out. Relax that grip. We're really gonna stretch out those forearms here afterward. Bear with me. We've got 45 seconds left of work. Let's do this. Make sure that setup's correct. Keep hip width apart, and we're alternating. The slower you move, the more fatigued you're going to be. That's a good thing. Control the movement on the way down. About 2 to 3 seconds on the way down. Keep those shoulders down and back. Engage your glutes. About 10 seconds, everybody. 3, one more. All the way through. And recover. Fantastic work, everybody. All right, way to crush it. I don't know about you, but my arms got a sick pump. All right, nice job. We're gonna go ahead and stretch it out. What we're gonna do first for that cool down, I want us to go ahead and take that left arm over the chest, and I want you to just hold it here. I know we did this for the warm up, but this, it's not a dynamic movement, it's a static. Let's just hold it here, get a nice stretch in those delts. And let's switch. From here, we're gonna take it to the floor, stretch out those forearms. Mine are a little gassed. With this, we're gonna come down to the floor, on your knees. I want your palms to be flat, but fingers facing you. If you can, palms should be flat on the floor. Now here, I'm leaning pretty far forward. I want you to sink those hips back. You get a greater stretch there. Come back as far as you can. You guys control the stretch. So the further your hips come back, the more of a stretch you're gonna receive. Again, you control it, but keep your palms in contact with the floor. When you're ready, recover. We're gonna go ahead and take that right fist. Left hand is gonna be in contact with the floor, but it's gonna be the opposite, the back of your hand in contact with the floor. Fist is gonna go into that hand, and I want you to just go ahead and shoot those hips back once again. Now we're stretching both flexors and extensors here. Get a nice big stretch through here. Let's go ahead and relax. Be careful coming out of it. Slow and controlled. Once again, making that fist, putting into that palm, get a nice stretch. Hips back. One arm might be a little bit tighter than the other. Feel free to manipulate that with your shoulder, moving from angle to angle, get a greater stretch. Wherever it hurts the most is probably where you should be stretching more. We use our forearms, our grip, and the flexors and extensors all the time, whenever it is that we grab. So most people are gonna be pretty tight there. That is an important group of muscles that we should be stretching. All right, so from here, let's go ahead. We're gonna take right foot, put it in that left groin, right hand on the opposite of that left foot. Now with this one, it's gonna be a little bit different. I want you to take that opposite hand, and I want you to go ahead and weave it through to that other knee. Now, if you can't grab the knee, come as close as possible to the knee. With this, we're just pulling that entire back apart. Feel a lot in that lower back and those hamstrings. You need to leave your head through that arm, between your arm and your leg. Slowly come up. We're gonna transition to the opposite side. Left arm on the outside, left hand on the outside of that right foot, or to that calf, wherever you can. Opposite hand, it's gonna weave through and grab that knee. I'm gonna turn so you can see. Just hold for about 20 to 30 seconds. Then I have one more stretch for you. All right, what we're going to do next, we're gonna be on all fours. I want you to weave the opposite hand between that knee and that hand that's in contact with the floor. And we're just gonna lay on that left shoulder. My left shoulder is moving into the ground, out to the left. My right hip is moving toward you. It's opposite directions. So we should feel a nice stretch in that lower lat, that mid back. Use this right hand to drive away while you're pulling your hips to the opposite direction. So it's almost like that push-pull effect. You should feel a nice stretch through that mid to lower back. And when you're ready to transition to the opposite side, last stretch here. All right, and recover. Great work today, everybody. Again, my name is Coach Alex with Oak Strength. If you're not already following us on social media, please make sure to do so. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Way to rock it out. Until next time.